Ioan.
Bună ziua, dragi copii! Bine ați venit la o lecție de limba engleză pentru clasa a 5-a. Lecția este din manualul pe care studiați voi la clasă, la pagina 81. După ce vă abonați, deschideți cartea la pagina 81. Cei care nu aveți acest manual, sunteți rugați să faceți o captură de ecran a acestei pagini. Ați cuprins-o pe toată? Se vede bine? Writing. A description of a place. Look at the photos. Where do you think this town is? Because of the appearance of buildings, I think that this town is in England. Exercise 2. Read Christy's email to Nicole. Check your answers to exercise 1. What can you do in Christy's town? Hi Nicole, here's some info about my town for your visit next term. Tavistock is a small town with a population of about 11,000. It's a place in England called Devon. It has an interesting history. Tavistock is famous as the home of Sir Francis Drake, a famous English explorer from the 16th century, and the second person in history to sail all the way around the world. There are a lot of historical buildings in Tavistock and a museum too. In May, there's a music and arts festival, so we can go to some free concerts. We can also visit Dartmoor National Park. It's beautiful. There are lots of shops, parks, and sports facilities too. See you in May, Christy. My cat wants to post with me. Sorry. Exercise 3. Put the paragraph headings in the correct place of Chrissy's email. Things to do and places to visit. And I will tell you about them. It's number 3. History and interesting facts is paragraph 2 and size of location is paragraph 1. And now I will tell something about each one. Things to do and places to visit. Things to do: to go to the Music and Arts Festival, to go to free concerts, to visit Dartmoor National Park, to go to parks, sport facilities, and to visit the museum. History and interesting facts are history and interesting facts. I said Sir Francis Drake, who lived in the 16th century, was the second person in history to sail around the world. There are historical buildings too in Tavistock. And the last one, size and location. Location: Tavistock is a small town in England. Useful language: adding information. We use also and to add more information. They have the same meaning, but they are in different position in the sentence. Also goes after the verb be and before other main verbs. To goes to the end of a sentence. There are lots of shops, parks, and sports facilities too. Exercise 4. Find more examples of also and to in the text. Let's see. And a museum too. There are a lot of historical buildings in Tavistock and a museum too. There are lots of shops, parks, and sport facilities too. You see. Exercise 5. Rewrite the sentences using also or to. Number 1. There's also an amusement park to visit. There's an amusement park to visit too. Number 2. We can also go to the mountains. We can go to the mountains too. Number 3. We also have a carnival in August. We have a carnival in August too. Number 4. Lots of people visit the beautiful beaches too. Lots of people also visit the beautiful beaches. Number 5. They make traditional products too. They also make traditional products. Get writing. Exercise 6, plan, we had done it already. Exercise 7, write. Write your email. Use your notes from exercise 6 and the language below. Size and location. It's big, small, town, city, in. History, interesting fact. It's famous for, we've got. Things to do, places to visit. There is, there are, also, and to. My town is Bucharest, the capital of Romania. It is a big city in the south part of the country. South part meaning the Romanian field. So Bucharest is situated in the middle of Romanian field. Bucharest has an interesting history. Its name came from the shepherd Bucur who settled down on Dâmbovița's banks, and around his house and farm, more and more people had built houses, and so Bucharest became larger and larger. It's famous for the most important building, which is the biggest one in Europe, the House of Parliament. We've got interesting museums and also a lot of parks and gardens, such as Herăstrău Park, which includes the Village Museum, Cismigiu Garden that lives in the center of the city, and many others. About the museums, we shouldn't forget the History Museum and the Technical Museum, Antipa Museum too. People can visit the House of Writers, the Athenaeum, the Cotroceni Park, the Botanical Gardens. There is also the Youth Park where you can walk or rest. You can go to concerts in the Polyvalent Hall too. In my opinion, Bucharest is unique. And the last exercise, check, exercise 8. Can you say yes to these questions? Have you got informations from exercise 1 in your description? Yes, I have. Are also and to in the correct position? Yes, they are. Are your spelling, grammar, and vocabulary correct? Yes, of course, I know they are. Okay, thank you for your participation to this lesson of English, and please let me a like if you liked it. Also, I ask you to subscribe, and we will meet for the next lesson soon. Goodbye.